Day 6 of my video blog today. Hello everybody this evening. We're doing this a little late. Well, I'm doing this a little late than usual. I just decided to have a different type of day and try to be present this morning as much as I possibly could in what my bubble was, right? Be present in our bubble. So, the same topic keeps coming up, which is all about self-care, all about self-care, about what it is that we want for ourselves out of this situation, right? Most of our lives are not going to look the same after this is done, if not all of them. But most of our lives aren't going to look the same. And our relationships are growing, changing. My beautiful husband is making me some salsa from all the peppers that we harvested. Because it's getting cold, so we had to pull all the peppers, and now he's making a salsa. So if you hear that, it's the molcajete going. I'm so lucky I have him. He cooks and he plants and he hunts and washes dishes, and does laundry. What's that? That's Afrikaans for get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, playfulness came up again. So obviously that's something that's missing in our daily lives, right? Playfulness, self-acceptance, and again, spiritual growth. What does that mean to you? Like spiritual growth, what does that mean to you? To me, it means to get more in touch with more in touch with my insides in a way that I open up to whatever my angels, God, the universe is trying to show me, or trying, whatever direction God, right? He's trying to guide me in, or she, or whatever it is. But that higher realm, that higher spiritual being, that divine guidance, whatever that is, my spiritual growth to me is going within me so that I can open the communication as much as I can by either working on stuff I need to work on internally, all these old past wounds that I need to heal within myself so that I can be more receptive to be divinely guided to do what it is that I need to do in my everyday. Playfulness, that's important. I think that's something that's missing for us right now at times, because it's hard. We're stuck in a bubble with each other, and there's no getting away from each other sometimes, and sometimes you need that moment to yourself. Lee needed some time by himself today, and it is hard to try to get that. How are you feeling, baby? A little better?
I'll let you know.
You'll let me know. And self-acceptance. Self-acceptance. I have an uncle that used to sing this song. I still love it. I'm sure he still does. But it says he'd stand in front of the mirror and he'd sing. I don't want to sing it to you in Spanish. I'm very embarrassed, but I'm going to do it. He'd sing, qué bonito estoy, como me quiero, sin mí me muero, jamás me podré olvidar, which means I'm so beautiful, I'm so beautiful. Without me, I die, which is very true, right? And I'd never be able to forget myself. Not forget, but forget. Um, and it was just his way of being silly, but it's always been in my heart and in my head. But it helps, right? I mean, you need to look in the mirror and you need to say, okay, what is it about me today? 3 things. I had a conversation not too long ago with a friend of mine. 3 things every day. Just 3 things to love about yourself. It's very hard when you first start. Very hard. Believe me. Whenever I'm feeling down about myself, I start that little practice for myself just to get myself going in the right direction. Because it's so easy to look at everything that's out there, all the beautiful people and all the beautiful Instagrams, and think that that's how I'm supposed to look. And if I don't look that way, then there's something wrong with me. But that's not the case. Um, you are perfect just as you are, because you are the only you that can exist. So be the best you can be. But yeah, 3 things. I look at myself and I start with 3 things. Sometimes it's nothing physical because I'm not feeling physically beautiful. So it'll be I love that I'm I love that I can easily put myself in other people's shoes and empathize. I love that about me. I think that that's a nice trait to have. I love that I work really hard at trying to be a good mommy. I love that about me. I love that I love animals so much. I mean, that's just 3 things, but it's three things. Those 3 things I love about myself. There's a lot of other stuff, right? And you come up with it as you go. And heck, if you can name 10, go for it. And every day I try to add a little 3 more to that list, just till I get to the point where I'm feeling better about who I am and loving who is standing there in front of the mirror. Because that's all you can. That's who you're gonna be. That's who you are, who you're gonna be. So might as well be happy with who that is. You have to be your own best friend. You have to be your own best friend. I wanted to pull another card. Let's see if something else comes out. You have to be your own best friend. Sometimes we're so harsh on ourselves. We are so negative with ourselves, and it's so easy to believe all the bad stuff people say about us because we ourselves believe that stuff. It's easier to believe it. So if your best friend, if this person that you love, if your best friend was going through and saying the things that you say about you, or believing the stuff that people say about you, what would you tell your best friend? What would you say to them? Be your best friend. You are your best friend. This right here, this is all you have for the rest of your life. That's it. The rest is a gift. A gift that we get to enjoy and experience until whenever. But this is yours. That's it. It's scary, right? you learn to again. You children, how we're feeling, how we are handling stuff, how we are affected by what's going on around us. We may think that they don't realize, but our kids are very, very perceptive. They can see, they can feel, they can sense. When all of this first started, Gabe was having a hard time, and I believe it was because my anxiety was a little bit high and I was having a hard time. So it was coming out in him how I was feeling because he was watching me. He was watching me, and we're uncertain. But can you imagine for them if we're uncertain what their little world's like, because we are their little world at this moment. It's bedtime. Thank you for entertaining me while I entertain myself and do this. I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the feedback. I got a message from one of my favorite people in the world, and that was really nice. He doesn't Facebook. I have several family members that don't Facebook, which is fine. At some point in time, I wanted to leave Facebook as well. But with me living on the other side of the world and most of my family and friends living on the other side of the world, I wanted to make sure that I had the means, whatever means I could have, to be able to keep connected and communicate. But it was nice. It was nice to see that I'm connecting with a lot more people than I realize, and I love you guys. I miss you. Have a good night.